What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome. This is your first visit. My name is Matt. On this channel, I review brand new cars. Today, I'm at Orange Buick GMC in Orlando, Florida, checking out this top-of-the-line trim 2026 Buick Enclave Avenir. Today, I'll take in a complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to check it out from the exterior, interior, technology, and of course, the test drive. So if you enjoy watching automotive content, want to see more of it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If there's anything that you like about this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Now, let's get back to this. A couple of years ago, GM decided to redesign all of their mid-size three-row SUVs, and that, of course, is the Chevy Traverse, GMC Acadia, and the Buick Enclave. While all of them sit on the same platform, share the same powertrain, each of them brings something a little bit different to the table. Well, let's take a look what we have on the Buick. And the Buick, being the most expensive out of the three, has the aspiration to compete in the luxury segment with the vehicles such as Lexus TX and Acura MDX and the Infiniti QX60. Has to bring some luxury flair to the table. So we have the LED lights right on top, and below that there's the headlight unit with the LED headlamps and of course the high beams, all that stuff. We have lots of chrome surrounding the grille, and the grille itself is comprised of the shiny black and the chrome that looks actually really good. We have the front-facing camera, and scrolling down here at the bottom of this vehicle, we have some shiny black plastic, lots of sensors for that safety technology on the vehicle. Now, on top of the hood, we have this new Buick logo, and let's pop it open. Let's see what hides underneath it. All three of the GM midsize SUVs are going to share the same powertrain, and that is a 2.5-liter turbo four-cylinder engine with 328 horsepower and 326 pound-feet of torque. It is mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission available in either front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. We have the hood propped up nicely by the hood struts on both sides, some sound insulation, and definitely we'll check out the quietness of the cabin and the ride quality at the end of this video. But before we start driving it and do all the fun stuff, let's talk about the dimensions. 79.6 inches is the width of it without the mirrors. 87.9 with the mirrors. 71 is the height of it. We have the wheelbase of about 120.9 inches, and 207.6 inches is the total length of this vehicle. So it is a large mid-size SUV. Now, of course, all three GM vehicles have their own unique shape, and this is the one of a Buick. Let's take a closer look and see what we have as far as the wheel and tires. So this one sits on standard 22-inch alloy wheels with this kind of pearl finish on it, looking really good. 275 by 45 as the tire size. Now with the cladding with the same color as the rest of the vehicle, and everything is painted this ocean blue metallic color, with the exception of some chrome trim pieces like that Avenir badge on the side and this chrome that's going on down at the bottom. Now we have the fully loaded mirrors that includes the turn signal, side view camera, blind spot assist, and we have the window surroundings in chrome. Low profile roof rails. Now the gas tank is on the driver's side, and let's take a look and see what's going on right here in the back. And that, of course, is a unique styling as well. As you can see, this is all LED lights. We have the sequential turn signals. A pretty cool feature is this Buick logo that's displayed, that's lit up on the side of it. The lights nicely wrap around the side and continue connected with this blade light, continue across the entire width of this vehicle. We have the Buick logo, rear wiper, and the second rear view camera up on top. The regular one is down here, and then we have the dual exhaust tips and the tow hitch. Of course, we have the sensors for the backups, reverse lights, reflector lights, the whole 9 yards. This being the top of the line trim enables us to open the gate as a power gate. We have the lock, unlock twice to start on the remote, and the panic button. Now that the gate is open, let's take a look and see what we have in the back here. And that's one of the largest cargo capacities in its class, about 23 cubic feet behind the third row seat. Of course, we have a little bit more storage down underneath this floor. And if you were looking for a spare tire, there is one underneath here. Now we have the ability to fold down the seats with the push of the button. So these are let's see, one of them are the middle seats. Yeah, these are the middle seats as they're folding down. And this is the button that allows us to fold down that third row seats. Now, do I have to hold it? Really? I thought I can just push the button and let it go. Looks like I have to hold the button in order for it to complete the cycle. But anyways, with the seat folded down, with the third row seat folded down, we have about 57 cubic feet of storage that extends to the maximum cargo volume of 97.5 cubic feet, which is one of the best in its class. Now with the seats folded down, let's see what's going on in the third row seat. So you have the USB Type-C ports, cup holders, and that's going on both sides. Also up on top, you have this indent in the roof to allow for the maximum headroom, and the passengers in the third row seat can enjoy their own vents as well as the illumination. I'm going to actually attempt to get in the back and see if I can fit there myself. So in order to get to the third row seat, there's a button at the bottom of the seat. All you do is push the button, the seat will move out of your way, and then you can easily get into the third row seat. Being a 6-foot tall adult, let's see how comfortable I am here. Well, plenty of headroom, that's for sure. I have about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches above my head. Not really digging the vents being right in my face, although it would really be nice right about now with this heat wave we have in Florida at the end of November. Now, as far as the armrests, they're non-existent because we have the cup holders, so not really super comfortable. But what I really want to see is the amount of legroom that I have in the third row seat. So if I move the seat all the way back, there's no way that I'm going to be able to fit here. No, see, I'm squashing my knees right here. So I'd have to move the seat and maybe leave them just about here. Let's see if I can even do that. Looks like it's moving all the way back. So I'd have to control it from the front. But here, this is with the seat all the way back. For kids, that's perfectly fine. For adults, not so much. And of course, I don't have to worry about any of that sitting in this middle row seat. Now I have really nice and comfortable armrest on both sides. I have plenty of knee room. I can easily share some of that room with the passenger in the back, and the shoulder room is not bad as well. As you can see, even with this panoramic sunroof, I have still about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches above my head. And what I like about this, that it has this theatrical seating, which I can see exactly what's going on in front on the road, even sitting behind the driver here. And starting with this rear door panel, let's start this interior tour. So we have the Bose Performance stereo. We have some aluminum trim, and right here in the middle of this trim you can see the ambient lighting. Now this wood grain looking trim, the perforated leather as far as part of the armrest, and this bronze looking trim down at the bottom. More room for storage at the bottom of the doors. And let's move inside this vehicle. So as far as the seats, a leather wrapped seats with some contrast stitching as well as some tubing on the side. Avenir is embroidered in the headrest, both in the first and second row seats. They're nice and comfortable as well. As far as the seat backs, we have a little bit more storage for the seat backs and your own climate control here in the back as well, so you can select your temperature. You have heated seats right here in the back as well, 2 USB Type-C ports, and the regular household 110 volt outlet. Cup holders are right here, and the floor is perfectly flat, so it's definitely nice and comfortable. We have the vents that are actually up on top. They're not in the console. Some illumination, as you can see. It also has this large panoramic sunroof. The one thing that I'm missing, though, is the sunshade that I think should be included, especially at this price point. And before we get inside, let's listen to the sound of the closing door. That's actually very nice. And we're gonna do it again from the inside. Take a look and see what's going on this front door panel. Very similar to what we had in the back, of course, with the addition to 2 memory seat settings, window, mirror, lock controls, more storage, the ability to open the gate right on the side, Avenir on the door sill, and then we have the 8-way power adjustment seat with the 4-way lumbar support and the 6-way power adjustment seat. We also have the massage function that I'm going to see if I can demonstrate it for you while on the inside. The seats are slightly more bolstered, not much, than the rear seats, still the Avenir embroidered in the headrest, and then we have the tilt and telescoping steering wheel. This is all power. On the left hand side we have the parking brake, different drive modes. We have the auto hold, you can turn off that auto start stop feature on the engine, and the dimmer for your screen. Lots of screen space. I'm gonna do the full walk around of it with you, but I want to show you something. Underneath this floating console, you have plenty of storage to put your purse, maybe an electronic device that you can charge with this 12-volt power outlet. Let me jump inside. I'll show you what else is going on here. All right, guys, we're going to start with the sound of the closing door. But look at this. This is a compressor that's running right now. It's really loud. Can you hear anything? Very little, but let's see what's going on when I open this up. There you go. Very loud and pronounced. Solid door sound. Let's take a look and see what's going on the interior. Wow, the large screen right here. This one is 30 inches. Now, all of the new GM models, the Chevy, the GMC, have their own unique screen. So, like, for example, with the Chevy, you have the 11-inch screen for the instrument cluster and the 17-inch screen separate for the infotainment system. As far as the Acadia, again, you have a instrument cluster that's all digital, but you have the vertical screen for your infotainment system. This one has a seamless screen, the total of 30 inches of screen right here in the middle. Really good looking one. Now you have the head-up display, Bose performance stereo. This is all nice and soft, and let's see what else is going on here. So we have this aluminum trim, ambient lighting. I can't figure out how to turn it off. I'll show you where it's done, but maybe it's only done at night. I'm not sure. Okay, so you have this leather right here with this perforation, kind of similar to what we've seen on and the doors and the large vents, keeping this cabin nice and comfortable. Moving on to the steering wheel. The steering wheel is a decent size, it's a decent thickness, but it's missing this thicker part right here for a better grip. We have some contrast stitching on the inside right here, and yes, this one has been upgraded with the Super Cruise package, $3,000 package on this particular one. Pedal shifters in the back. We have the attention camera right in the front and a bunch of buttons on the left hand side. Here's your cruise control, gap adjustment, Super Cruise, Buick logo right in the middle, and this one has the heated steering wheel. You can set up and see what's going on as far as the different sources for the radio, phone, hang up, pickup button, and this changes the display and the instrument cluster. So you can have the navigation right inside of here, you can have the cruise control, and you can have this main display. All right, what's playing? 80 on 80s or 80s on 8? That's Sirius XM. You also have the FM and AM. You have your date, time, temperature, everything that's important is displayed right here. Here's your head-up display. This wasn't on. Now I turned it on. You can see 0 miles per hour. I don't know if you can see that or not. And the miles per hour that you're doing. So right here in the middle, on the second portion of this screen, there's plenty of different adjustments. Now, let me just show you something really quick. Down here at the bottom, you have this lane keep assist, and then you also have the light controls. The light controls are always stays on top of all the different screens that are on here, and you can turn the lights off, auto, on, depending on what you want. I'm going to leave it at auto, let the vehicle decide whether it needs it or not. Okay, as far as the different apps right here, you have the vehicle status, My Buick, Google Assistant, Play Store. You can download your own apps, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, camera, trailering, as I mentioned before, 5,000 pounds towing capacity. We have different settings. Here's what you control the ambient lighting, so you can have different colors for the ambient lighting. You can adjust the brightness over here. As you can see, it's at the top over here, and the different colors. So unfortunately, I can't see anywhere that this ambient lighting is peeking through, although you can see where it's at. You can see those LED lights over in here. As far as the different apps right now, see what's playing. The Google Maps, if you hit the open maps, again, this is the first time that it's ever done. So you're just gonna hit next, go to map, and boom, very nice visible. I love the Google Maps. I say it in every video, but I really do. Okay, go back to your apps, and here's your different settings: dome lights, power window lockout, camera, traction control, auto high beam. You can see more controls right here. These are the shortcuts. Here's your universal remotes. You can add your remotes. You can add up to 8 remotes for garage doors, home control system, etc. And all right, well, let's go back. So here's your audio. Okay, you have your navigation system. You have what else? No phone connected right here. Go back to this main screen. Let's put this vehicle in reverse. Let's see how the camera looks like. So you have the rear, standard, overhead, side, and hitch. So you have different views of the camera. And let's see, this is your front view camera. See, I'm sitting here where they clean the cars, so just get out of the sun. And top-down guidelines, vehicle trailering and off. So vehicle and the guidelines can be off as well. What I'm really surprised with, can I make this camera any bigger? That's the only thing that I can do, that it's kind of disappointing that I can't make this camera bigger here. I'm pretty sure there is an option on it. If not, that is kind of disappointing again. All right, well, let's move back and see what else is going on as far as this setup here. So Wi-Fi, audio, maps, phone controls, and news. I'm pretty sure that's going to be somewhere in the settings. So vehicle settings, audio settings, rear seat, remember, buckle to drive, super cruise, lane change, climate, speed assist, collision detection, comfort, convenience, driver's assist, attention assist. Oh my goodness. You can probably spend a whole day here trying to figure out what's what. Okay, so lots of settings here and figure it out. Okay, right here down at the bottom, temperature. Okay, so you can select this, low, set your desired temperature. You have the dual zone climate control in the front, single zone in the back, so total of tri-zone climate control, ventilated or heated seats, and here's the different vent settings for whichever ones you need. All right, down here at the bottom, they left some of the actual buttons here for the climate control, temperature, and fan speeds, and here are your vents again. Now, here you have an additional USB Type A, USB Type C port, so 2 of them, wireless charging pad. This is for your radio, volume, and power button. A little storage for whatever you want to store in there if it fits. Cup holders, more storage with this shelf up on top. Now we have this digital key. That's an upgrade for 2026. That allows you to access this vehicle without the actual key. So that's only, I believe, for lock and unlock. I don't think you can start this vehicle with it. But moving up on top, we have this digital mirror camera. I pointed out the second camera that it's up on top. So we have that. We, of course, have the controls for your lights and the sunroof. So let's see if we can open this up. As far as the sunshade, this is a power sunshade. It opens up. While it does that, here is your sunglass holder, and you can open this sunroof. You can slide it open, tilt it open as such, giving you a little bit of air getting inside of this vehicle. Now, the sunshade, it's a one-touch operation, closes up. And then here you go. We have the illuminated mirrors right here. And here it is, guys. This is the interior of this 2026 Buick Enclave Avenir. Let's talk about pricing. Take it for a spin. All right, guys, let's take a look at the website and let's see what trim levels are available for 2026 Enclave. So we have the front-wheel drive preferred starting at $48,095, Sport Touring front-wheel drive $51,595, and the Avenir front-wheel drive, which is this one, $61,495. I think the all-wheel drive, that's about $2,000. So the preferred starts at $50,095, Sport Touring $53,595, and the Avenir $63,495. So yeah, I mean, we're looking from the high 40s to the mid 60s. Essentially, that's your range as far as the Buick Enclave. Definitely a premium price, considering, you know, it's on par with like the TX and the Acura MDX. Now, we're not even talking in the same segment as the Mercedes or BMW. Those are a lot more expensive. And I don't think that Buick is aiming for that clientele, more of that Acura, Lexus type of deal. Well, let's take it for a quick spin and let's see how this vehicle drives. And while driving, and let's talk about this, I know that I have gotten lots of comments from you guys, especially on the Traverses, because I've done several of them. I've rented one for a week and I drove it. I liked it. But it seems like a lot of you were having some issues with the engine on the Traverses, which is the same engine as you have, of course, on the Enclave, which is the same engine as you have on the GMC Acadia. And yeah, the truth is they've had some engine and transmission issues, and the first generation, as soon as they came out, it seems like, I spoke with the dealership, it seems like they've worked out most of the bugs of it, and hopefully they're going to continue and improve these, because they're really, on paper, they're really nice. I mean, the power is there. 2.5 liter 4-cylinder turbocharged engine, 328 horsepower. It's definitely not lacking power, you know, even at the acceleration. Now, I haven't loaded it up with people, and that might be something to do at one point when I rent it. I'm going to invite everybody and put the whole family in and see how the vehicle performs under stress or under load. Because of course, everything new, that's perfect, right? You take the brand new vehicle from the dealership, you drive it for a little bit. I think the one that I had at the one point had 5,000 miles, didn't even feel different, but I know that there's been some issues that were reported on it. So, I mean, let's call it as it is. I mean, they're working through it. Hopefully they will make sure and then they fix it. But let's focus on and see how this vehicle drives. Let's take a stop right here. There is nobody behind us. I'm not going to floor it all the way, but I want to see how that accelerates. It's 0 and go. Yeah, the engine noise is noticeable. I know that some people mentioned that, hey, it sounds really loud. The noise is there, let's face it, but you know, it's so it is at pretty much every other SUV in its class, whether it's a 4-cylinder, 6-cylinder, or 8-cylinder. It's just a different type of noise that's coming into it. The ride is comfortable, even on this 22-inch wheels. So, I mean, even though we don't have this huge sidewall, 45 millimeter sidewall, that's still pretty good. Well, guys, this is it. This is the 2026 Buick Enclave. Let me know what you think about this vehicle. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Maybe you own one and you want to share some experiences with it. Let's continue this conversation in the comment section. I'll try to respond to all of them. And thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more automotive content like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If there's anything that you liked about this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.